Good afternoon. I'm Charlie Kaupke. I'm a director of the National Bit and Spur Saddle Collectors Association. It's good to have you on our YouTube page today. I want to share with you a poem I wrote a few years ago, and it really highlights a lot of the pioneer bit spur traders that made a path for those of us today who love the Western lifestyle, preserving the Western lifestyle, as well as collecting of new and old items from the cowboy life or the pioneer life, the Western way of life. One of the original shows, of course, was at Loveland, Colorado, and that is where the association was birthed out of in the late 70s. Well, another one of the long-running shows is at Amarillo, Texas, that's at about year 38 or 39 this year, which will be happening in just a few days in March. But there was some of these old pioneer traders that made them all and had such an interest that they helped create the fire. And in this particular poem, I mentioned R.L., who happened to be my dad. If you're familiar with the book Spur Marks, he's in there. Most of these people are in that book because they was back at the shows in the 80s when Nathan Mitchell done the book, took all the photographs. Bob Hunn, one of the great authorities, still going today. Paul Stuckey, Joe Gish had a museum. Tony Baratona was just part of the family. Ernie Hudenpyle and Paul helped start with the show at Amarillo many years ago. And Bill Bonger, who was the first president of the association. Roy Frank, who was also instrumental in the early days. Dick Engel, great trader, put on many auctions in the industry. And a spur maker named Bill Adamson, who's been a rock for a lot of us. He knows Crockett's better than anybody. But anyway, this is just a little humorous thing I put down on paper a few years ago, entitled it The Old Time Traders. They were in Amarillo several years ago. R.L., Bob Hunn, Paul, Joe Gish, and Mr. Baratono. Also Ernie, Bill Bonger, Frank, Dick, and a spur maker named Bill. The excitement of making a trade all might give them a thrill. They had been through hard times when life wasn't so fine. They had bought gas when it was more than 10 cents, but less than 29. Yes, they were cowboys because the cowboy spirit lived in their hearts. Guess that's why bit and spur trading got its start. They were friends but would argue and haggle on a trade all day. Sometimes it made, sometimes the trade just went away. Some bought and sold for a quick nickel profit. Some waited for the slow dime and turned down some good offers. So at the end of the day, they'd break bread together and they would laugh about who got the golden egg and who got the feather. Once again, thank you for being here on our YouTube page for the National Bit and Spur and Saddle Collectors Association. If you're not a member, we'd love to have you. We have publications, we have a crisis fund, we have scholarship funds, and we are going to be pumping more information through the media to you because I know part of this thing is learning and knowing more about what you collect. It don't make any difference if it's $100 or $10,000 or a $100,000 widget. Life's a function of zeros, and whatever zero is on yours, that's what's important to you, and that's what's important to us. Thank you, God bless, and have a great day.